The gate separating the world of the living from the realm of the dead was opened, and the demon Emo entered the world of mortals. The one before him sealed the demons with his life, but after a while they broke his seal and went in search of a sign to penetrate the world of the living again. The people too began searching for the sign and for someone who would seal Emo again. Crowds of townspeople run to watch Lin Dong fight his rival giant in an arena built for the amusement of the local dictator, the younger second master of the Lin family. After the fight, Lin Dong finds himself in an underground dungeon where a python tiger is trapped in one of the cages. The predator greets the lad with a growl, but Lin Dong takes pity on the prisoner and hands him food, knowing how hard it is to be the younger master's plaything. The guy is about to leave, but something stops him at the door. After thinking for a few seconds, Lin returns and releases the TigerPython. At the same time, the younger second master corrals his fiancée, Kington, Lin Dong's sister, into the arena. The tyrant is distracted from his foul deed by a servant who announces Lin Langshan's arrival. The dictator realizes that his wife's relatives have come to thwart his cunning plans, and he unleashes an army of armed warriors on them, but unexpectedly a tiger serpent appears before the assembled crowd, planning long ago to take out the villain. Lin Dong sneaks into the arena and helps Kington escape. The pair climb the steep wall, leaning on sharp stakes, not noticing that the greedy Lin is already waiting for them at the top. The villain does not give himself away until Lin Dong is at the very top. Only then does the master step on his hand, and the lad tumbles off the wall. Realizing what awaits her, Kington rushes off after her brother. The fiery tiger serpent sees it all, tearing a red flag off the wall. He leaps down and orders his friends to grab the ends of the cloth tightly. Disregarding the cries of his master, the tiger carries the pair away from the arena. A servant in whom Emo's spirit has taken up residence appears on the path of the fugitives. He throws the tiger back into the arena and pursues the pair. The pair manage to make their way out of the castle, but the servant does not lag behind. The savage Huan, who has been at the gates of the castle all along, also runs after the couple. Lin Dong and Kington hide in the bushes, not noticing that the servant appears behind them. The dark spirit gathers strength, but a fiery tiger serpent appears to help his friends and sweeps the witch away. While the predator is dealing with the black spirit, Lin Dong is attacked by Huan, who is convinced that the guy is Emo. The tiger has to be distracted in order to wrestle with the girl as well. Lin Langshan tries to stop the commotion by unleashing a fiery formation into the sky. Lin Dong pulls the tiger away from the enchanted servant and runs away to avoid being hit by falling shrapnel. Lin Dong asks the serpent tiger to leave. He promises him that they will meet again someday, but for now they must go their separate ways. Huan returns to the fugitives and knocks out Lin Dong, thinking he is Inmo. King Shu tries to explain to the girl that she is mistaken, and Langshan admits that Dong is his cousin. After finding out that Lin Dong is not Emo, the whole company returns to the palace to report to the Lin family about the black power that is settled in their servant. Senior Lin asks the guests if they are sure of their accusation, but the second master prevents them from speaking, assuring them that they are slandering the servant. According to the dictator, Imo was sealed centuries ago and could not return. The head of the Lin family urges everyone to keep the peace for the sake of fighting the dark forces. He agrees to call off his younger brother's engagement to Kington, which was arranged to draw Imo out. Lin Dong is overjoyed to confess his feelings to the fairy girl, but King Shu blows his pal off, promising to take away his tongue if he doesn't stop talking. Fighting Langshan doesn't work out either. A relative gives Lin Dong a thrashing. Lin Dong tries to improve his skills by practicing in the yard of his house. His father tells the young man that he is too hot and his fists don't think before they strike. At night, the company meets again in the woods trying to catch Imo, but Lin Dong and Kington get separated, hoping to be the first to find the demon. Kington has another attack from the poison she has been afflicted with since childhood. Noticing this, Lin Dong donates his blood to the girl, and only then does she manage to come to her senses. An earthquake starts in the cave and the pair jump out of it directly into the forest lake. Noticing a rock at the bottom, Lin Dong touches it with his hand and is transported to a parallel reality where the guy has to remember the martial arts lessons his father gave him. Finally, the warrior is thrown ashore and a column of golden light rises from him into the sky, which the old man on top of the mountain notices. The glow means that the time has come and the sign of the proceeding has appeared. Langshan and King Zhu run toward the light, but they are stopped by Imo, who forms a black dome over the pair. The warriors try to fight, but they are unable to penetrate the black shield. After what happened at the lake, a magic stone remains in Lin Dong's hands, but the guy doesn't know about its power yet. The couple's path is blocked by the second younger master, Lin, with his army, hoping to get revenge on Lin Dong for taking his bride. Swinging a stone, the young lad throws all the warriors aside and feels victorious, but the junior master also proves to have magical powers. He knocks Lin Dong to the ground and takes away the scarlet blood clot fruit that the lad extracted for his father. Having crushed the medicine, the younger master is confident that he has defeated his opponent, but to his aid comes Huan Huan, who has noticed a dark power possessing Ling's dictator. The demon proves too strong and Huan Huan escapes, unable to overpower him. The girl switches to Lin Dong and Kington. She chains them to a tree with ice icicles and releases them only after Kington pretends to feel sick. Ling Qingzhu finds a way out. The fairy pierces the shield with her hair, and the warriors continue their search for Imo. Lin Dong and Kington return to the village, trying to unravel the secret of the stone. An old man comes out of the woods to the young men, and he is interested in the magical stone. Lin Dong attempts to hide the artifact, but as he moves his hand, the stone begins to glow from his grasp. The old man offers him a sackful of money for the talisman, but he realizes that it is worth more if the visitors are prepared to pay so much for it. Lin Dong pretends to want twice as much for the item, but when he speaks to the old man, he throws him and his assistant into the basement. Lin Dong tries to solve the mystery of the stone, and the old man tosses him a scroll that should help him do so. Qinzhu and Langshan find the defeated warriors and learn that Imo has taken possession of the second younger master, Lin. Reading the writing on the scroll, Lin Dong notices how the stone reacts, and he guesses that he now has powerful power in his hands. Lin's older brother blows up the house and demands to know where Lin Dong has put his brother. The elder of the Lin family declares that the father and son are no longer part of the family name, and he is ready to give them up for their misdeeds to be eaten by demons. Langshan intercedes for the relatives. He shows the elder master Langshan the bodies of the warriors on which Imo left his footprints. Seeing Dong's strength, no one believes his words. Lin suggests that the lad be punished so that his father and poisoned sister do not suffer for him. Lin Dong asks to be given 2 days to find a demonic panther in the mountains and extract from it a crystal that can bring the dead back to life. The family tries to stop the guy, but he sees no other option to protect his family. The first master agrees to let Lin Dong go, but warns that if he fails, the Lin family will leave these lands forever. Langshan gives his brother some parting advice and hands him a dagger made of legendary steel. Even Liang bows his head in deference to the courage of the lad who takes his first steps with his hands tied. To somehow help his brother, Langshan plans to go in search of the second younger master, and on the perilous journey he invites Qingzhu with him. Master Yang gets out of the cellar and tells Dong's father that his son is a true hero who has mastered nature. The guy remembers the blade his brother gave him, and he uses it to cut the rope. At the same time, the old sage finds Huan Huan. Learning that the elder master has sent the lad to his certain death, the savage sets out to rescue him. Huan Huan finds Lin Dong, but the girl almost falls prey to the younger master Lin. The pair manage to chase the demon away, but the lad has to drag the brood on his back next, as she hurt her leg. Running away, junior master Lin falls into the hands of Langshan and his assistants. The warriors surround the demon with a magical shield, and Kington uses his venom to drive Imo out of the tyrant. The entity turns out to be very strong, so the friends fail to catch it, and the demon escapes again. Hungry, Lin Dong stops for a break. He gets a rabbit, and the travelers manage to get some food. Suddenly, a stone behind the young man's sinew begins to glow and knocks him off his feet. The pair quickly find the culprit, a talking demon Martin. Turning into a human, he steals the artifact from Lin Dong, but the guy gets his thing back with the help of his girlfriend. Lin Dong tells the thief why they are going to the valley, and the Martin goes in search of the panther with the pair. With the help of magic powder from Huan Huan's belongings, the panther falls on its side and falls asleep. Lin Dong draws his dagger over her, but it turns out that the Martin set up this trip to get to the crystal, and now he's going to take it away from the couple. While the guys are figuring things out, the panther wakes up and Huan Huan has to fight it one-on-one. Unexpectedly, Langshan and the fire tiger serpent, who still thinks Lin Dong is his master, come to the rescue. While the big cats fight, the stone begins to shine again and fills the guy with incredible strength. With one blow, Dong manages to tame the panther, and while the warrior brags to Huan Huan about his power, Langshan extracts the crystal from the cat. The fiery tiger snake begins to dig through the earth, and the company sees deposits of magical gems. Senior Master Lin does not wait for the deadline and goes on the offensive, but Lin Dong shows up with the demon crystal and his little brother. Lin Dong gives up the promised crystal, but for it he demands the Valley of the Demonic Beasts. Senior Master Lin gives it up, unaware of the riches hidden there. Already at home, the guy shows his relatives the gems he found there. The hero's joy is spoiled by Ling Qingzhu, who falls to the floor unconscious. The guy grabs her in his arms and carries her to the magical lake where he gained his power and drinks his blood, remembering how he once also saved Kington. The father chastises his son for constantly risking his life. Relieved, the old man asks Dong to find Master Yang, who will teach him how to be a man. From the sidelines, the family conversation is watched by Langshan, who has had no one for a long time. Noticing this, Kington comes to visit a relative and invites him to dinner, asking him to take Kingzhu with him to spend time as a family. Lin Dong visits Huan Huan, who is jealous of the guy with a fairy girl. Disregarding her girlfriend's whims, Dong takes her to his house too so she won't have dinner alone. Dong's father finds a tub of hot liquor and goes outside, where an old sage is waiting for him. Everyone goes to bed at night, and because of the wine, no one notices Imo looking for a new victim. The friends are awakened by a marten demon who happens to be nearby. Lin Dong finally wakes up and goes outside. The only one the guy meets is Master Yang. The old man explains to Lin Dong that he is the only one in the world who has been able to master the power of the stone without any training, and now his mission is to defeat Imo. The guy admits that he doesn't want to save the whole world, and the only thing he cares about is an elixir to cure his father. Langshan goes into the woods and is visited by a spirit who demands that the guy seal Imo within himself. Huan Huan is also going to help catch the demon, and she sends a signal to the order to have student warriors sent to her. But the mentor forbids her from helping the girl, even though he is her father. Returning to Lin's house, Huan Huan hears a conversation between the Lin brothers, who have learned of the stone deposits and now want their land back. The girl peeks through the window and sees the first master pulling the soul out of the younger one. The older master, into whom Imo has been possessed, pursues the savage girl. The girl manages to break away and once again sends a signal to the sky. Lin Qingshu finds her brother in the woods, and the relatives sword fight for a bit of practice. The couple discusses that they should continue their search for Imo together. In the morning, Lin Dong and his father gather the village men, and the group sets out to mine the gems. In the woods, the boys are attacked by Lin's army, and the elder master himself comes out to the men, demonstrating his black power, demanding that they give him the talisman stone. A battle ensues in the forest, and for the umpteenth time his cousins Qingshu and Liangshan come to the aid of the lads. The Lin family has every chance to win, but the enemy warriors take out Guan Huan, and the elder master orders the guy to give him the stone, promising to get rid of the girl otherwise. At this time, a fiery python tiger comes to the village and informs Kington of everything. Dong is about to give up the stone, believing it cannot be worth more than Huan Huan's life. Despite his friend's objections, the artifact ends up in Lin's hands, but Lin's father snatches it and runs off to the lake. Imo catches up with the old man and seems to have nowhere to go, but the wise father grabs the elder master and presses him to use the power of the fossil stone. At the cost of his life, old Lin destroys the elder master Lin, managing to leave instructions for his children and nephews to stick together. Only the magical stone and a small black cloud, Imo, remain where the men stood. Taking advantage of his weakness, Langshan seals the demon into himself, and with the help of his sister, he manages to do so. All the while, Lin Dong comforts her sister, who is taking her father's passing hard. When Qingtang finally calms down, the young men bury the old man, promising to take care of each other. A fairy girl comes to support her relatives, but Lin Dong guesses that the cousins knew beforehand what was going to happen. The guy promises revenge, and he plans to start with Lin Langshan. But Liangshan already feels bad enough as he crawls home, struggling with Imo, who was trying to subdue him. Dong admits to his sister that not only is he going to get revenge on his brother for the ambush, it is Liangshan's fault that their father was disabled. 10 years ago, he hit the old man's weak spot. Liangshan counters his relatives' accusations by saying that all of this happened because of the magic stone. The brothers quarrel, but Liangshan asks Dong to stop and finish with Imat. Elder Lin is about to take over the lands that no longer have masters, but according to the old man, Lin Dong will not let him do things his way. Lin Dong sees the townspeople destroying a fiery serpent tiger in the center of the village. The guy tries to drive the bullies away, but when he fails, he covers his friend with himself. Kington brings the head, hoping for his help, but instead the old man announces that Lin Dong and his father have brought danger to the village, and he orders that the guy be shackled. Tiger is also shackled, and the head promises to take care of everyone alone. Qingshu asks her brother to let her interrogate Ima, but the lad is unwilling to risk releasing the demon. There is a quarrel between the relatives, and the girl leaves without noticing Liangshan falling to the floor without strength. Dong finds himself in a dungeon, and the head of the Lin family comes to see him. The elder asks the guy not to be offended and confesses that he wants to give him to the emperor to keep peace in the village. Langshan is getting worse, and he cannot resist Mo. The guy tries to end his torment, but is stopped in time by Kington. For a moment, Langshan loses his mind and bites into his relative's hand, making her sick. The guy comes to his senses and tries to help King Tang. Out of the last strength, the girl talks about what happened to Lin Dong. The couple's conversation is heard by Huan Huan, and she herself goes to help her friend. With the help of a magical stone, Lin Dong is contacted by a marten who offers his buddy to sneak inside his talisman. The friends meet under a snow-covered tree, and the marten convinces Dong to remember his father's words and become a hero. When the guy opens his eyes, he sees that he has been lying in a cell all this time, but armed with a dagger, Dong wonders how he can get out. The elder gives orders to finish off the tiger so that no trace is left, but the head is distracted by the news that Dong has harmed himself. The elder approaches the body, but immediately it turns out to be a trap. Dong captures the traitor and leaves the prison under cover of him. The guards of the head are not going to make concessions, and they fire dozens of arrows at Lin Dong, which the savage woman manages to stop. Langshan also comes to his brother's rescue, and the company frees the prisoner and his fiery tiger. Langshan promises the head that the emperor will not annoy him after Mo is locked up, and the company manages to escape. Lin Dong finds his sister and informs his friends that he will not go any further with them. Leaving, Dong promises to meet his brother again and get even with him for his father. The lady at the Palace of Integrity wonders why Qingju has not returned to them. Upon learning that the girl is not acting according to the rules, the ruler becomes furious. Master Yang continues on his journey, and when asked by an assistant who will now become the keeper of the mark, the old man answers that Lin Dong's adventure has only just begun. The lad finds himself on the street with his sister at this time, looking for a new home. He recalls his father's advice and sets out to find the old master. A cloaked young girl appears in a mountain ravine. She awakens the dead warriors, and laughing at the people's naivety in wanting to destroy Mo, the girl is charged with the energy of the stones. A stranger manages to notice the stranger, who knows that this is not good. Langshan gets to the order, but after learning that Mo is hidden inside a fugitive, the mentor plans to destroy the demon along with the guy. Langshan is helped by a young mentor, who draws Mo out of him. Qingju also returns to her ancestral home, where she faces a conversation with the enraged mistress.